we should take ownership of our environment. We should pamper it, nurture it, and treat it well. Not defecating in the open, not weighing in the open, not dumping the waste wherever it suits us.
See us Lagos clean.
But to see Lagos as ours and to collectively fix it.
The Ministry of Environment, them they work it day and night.
Hello and welcome to the Lagos Environment, where we connect you to the decisions and actions shaping a cleaner, safer and more organized Lagos state. I am Ebiarido Buba and I'll be your host.
We are for Lagos State. Ayo, come and see, Papa, Mama, see the road is good, see us water clean, no yama yama, drainage work, gutter flow, brother, sister, no more beggy, see the land is green, no, clean environment, now the Lagos where we dream, oh, now him with the see, oh, now him with the see you.
The Kick Against Indiscipline Task Force has launched a coordinated operation to dismantle illegal structures and remove unregulated occupants across key parts of Lagos State. Our first report follows the sweep, resistance encountered, and what officials say about maintaining the gains. Here's the story.
The operation began with officers of the Kick Against Indiscipline Kai Task Force already deployed on their trucks. The Corps Marshal led the convoy with a clear mission, an environmental sweep and security operation targeting illegal structures and unregulated settlements across Lagos State. The first location was under the Ozumba Mbadiwe Bridge. As officers alighted, occupants in the area dispersed. Some resisted, while others claimed innocence. Several were arrested and placed into waiting vehicles. One man said he had only come to eat, and a woman selling food was confirmed to be passing through and not involved in illegal activity. Illegal wooden structures, makeshift kiosks, mattresses and sleeping areas were removed. Cigarettes and suspected hard drugs were seized and properly disposed of. Officers encountered resistance in some cases, but the sweep was completed efficiently. The convoy then proceeded to Lekki, beside Lagos Oriental Hotel, where illegal settlements were concealed behind the city's formal frontage. Wooden structures served as homes with cooking areas, pots, freezers, and mattresses scattered. Occupants had received multiple quick notices, some last year, another in January, and one the day before the operation.
We have started them since last year. We started them early this year. We started in January. We even came yesterday and gave them 24-hour notice. And coming on ground this morning, they are not even moving anything. Their belief is we will not come.
On the 3rd of February 2026, enforcement action was carried out. Occupants were asked to remove their belongings and all structures were demolished. Hotel management had reported complaints of vandalism, theft, and disturbances.
As I dey work for Lekki, for my transport, that's why they stay my granddaughter here. Even though I have house for the Korodu, this weekend I want to go there. Even though I go to my CMS, go and buy, see the bag, I fit show you, new bag. That's why I know beside they stay here permanent. All those my people, as they dey here, they just they do their business.
Yesterday, I know here say he won't come break his house. That is why I go yesterday. Come and see him boys tell me say he like this he for road. He won't break.
I was not around yesterday, so when I come back this morning, my wife told me that tax for Lagos State have come to come and give us notice. I should pack up and leave this place. We would not like the place that we are staying. Not that we like it. You understand? So I can't bring my friend or my family to come and visit me here.
We're just carrying out a normal clearance operations. This place houses miscreants, mostly those on motorcycles, and they are really terrorizing the residents. Like that hotel you are seeing in front of me, they vandalize their vehicle. They even vandalize property from the hotel. And once they do that, they just jump into the water. There'll be a standby canoe that will take them away. And even when we came here, you can see that they are doing a kind of industrial cooking. This is the kind of water they are using to cook for people, and it's not hygienic. The state does not want any form of miscreants, either by a waterway or on the ground or anywhere in Lagos State. That's why we are carrying out this clearance operation.
Nearby, a neatly built gate concealed a larger settlement. Initially resistant to opening, the court martial eventually gained access. Behind it was a well-organized settlement with families residing there. Clothes hung on lines, cooking areas were present, and belongings were removed systematically. Observations show that most of the occupants were non-indigents. Due to the initial resistance and concealment, arrests were made and the settlement was cleared. Occupants confirmed that the settlement was illegal. Some said they paid a fee to stay but refused to disclose amounts. The court-martial took time to inspect the pedestrian bridge beside Lagos Oriental Hotel to ensure no illegal structures remained. And by all indications, it seemed like the operation achieved total clearance of the targeted areas.
It has been very, very effective. You can see, like when we are coming, we stop at Ozumambadiwe under bridge. That place, the night, they rob a whole lot of people. So that's why anytime we just come out for operation, we'll raid them, and anytime we see opportunity target to, we'll equally clear them.
Many Nigerians can't help but wonder why occupants often flee when enforcement teams arrive, only to return days later.
We didn't just start with the enforcement. For most of the times, we do a lot of advocacy. We dangle a lot of carrots. But when people choose to be recalcitrant, there's so much you can do. When people are entrenched with due respect in bad behavior, what do you want the state to do? And there's a law that provides that if this happens, this is the consequence for it. It's a culture that is entrenched. And if you make appeals, you're not stopping the advocacy, by the way, but you realize that they are hell-bent on going that old path they are used to. Then you have to do the right thing.
We have picked a lot of them from the streets. Even at that Ozuman, by the way, there was a particular time we've arrested one particular person 3 times, and he has gone to prison 3 times. So that is just the problem. They just want where they can hang out, where nobody disturbs them, where they can sell their drug, and the state is saying no to all this.
At the end of the day, arrested occupants were profiled. Those with verifiable livelihoods were released, while others were charged to court with legal officers ensuring due process.
Like those ones that we pick under Ozuma, by the way, we'll take them to court. You know, the necessary action or steps will be taken against them. Some of them that will be sent to prison, they will be sent to prison. Some of them that will be released will be released.
The operation concluded, structures were removed, occupants were relocated. Officials of the Kick Against Indiscipline confirmed that all targeted sites had been cleared. But questions remain about the ongoing cycle of illegal settlements in Lagos and whether enforcement alone can provide a lasting solution. For the Honorable Commissioner for the Environment, the state government will not condone any form of lawlessness. He warned that it will sustain monitoring to ensure squatters do not return.
Street begging remains one of the most visible signs of urban disorder in Lagos State, raising concerns around public safety, environmental nuisances, and human welfare. In this report, we examine the state's renewed clampdown, what residents are experiencing on the streets, and how social intervention is being combined with enforcement. Please watch.
Like many fast-growing cities across the world, Lagos continues to grapple with the reality of what many have termed urban poverty, a condition that plays out daily in subtle and sometimes stark ways. One of its most visible expressions is street begging, an age-old practice that has become deeply rooted in many parts of the metropolis. Across Lagos, it is common to find people, young and old, able-bodied and physically challenged, occupying public spaces in search of alms. While some are genuinely in need, others have turned begging into a means of livelihood, tapping into the well-known generosity of Lagos residents. Concerned about the growing impact of street begging on public safety, urban order, and the environment, the Lagos State Ministry of the Environment has stepped up enforcement through its environmental and regulatory agencies, including the Kick Against Indiscipline Corps. Authorities note that the presence of beggars and street hawkers on major roads constitutes not only an environmental nuisance, but also a potential security threat.
It's not about not having empathy for people, no. But it's about people not commercializing that as a way of life. We take them off the street every other day, can I assure you.
At the K2 Bridge axis, once known for a heavy concentration of street beggars, many road users now report a noticeable reduction in their numbers following sustained enforcement efforts. Some residents say this has improved safety and reduced harassment of pedestrians and motorists.
It has reduced, unlike before that when, like as I'm coming here now, they would have been approaching me, like sometimes when you don't give them, they insult you, say all manner of things to you, which is not fair.
But traders in the area described the relief as temporary. Whenever enforcement officers arrive, beggars disperse, only to return once the officials leave.
Ìjọba gbìyànjú láti kó wọn kúrò, but wọ́n ti dá àwọn mọ́tò wọn mọ̀. Tó bá ti ní tíjọba ti dé wọ́n sá lọ, wọ́n máa sá lọ ni. But at the end of the day, tó bá tún di bí ìjọ́ kejì, wọ́n á tún wá.
Wọ́n pọ̀ gan ni. Ẹgbẹ́dẹ́ múrin ròdù yìí, tẹ́ bá fẹ́ rí wọn ní àárọ̀ kùtùkùtù bí 6:30, ẹ máa bá wọn ní Demúrin ròdù yìí tó máa pọ̀.
Few of them are coming back, not all of them. So once we are consistent with our enforcement and our advocacy, It's a matter of time. The thinking is always, okay, government will not come again. And that's why I said people don't know that times have changed. We shall remain consistent with what we are doing with respect to sanitizing the states. And that's where that word eternal vigilance also comes to play.
During our visit, several beggars were still seen in the area, confirming residents' concerns. Many returned to the streets due to continuous public alms giving and, in some cases, a preference for begging over alternative forms of work. But public generosity, though compassionate, can inadvertently sustain the cycle. In Ikorodu, the situation reflects a different dynamic. Many residents argue that removing beggars without providing shelter, rehabilitation, or livelihood opportunities only shifts the problem from one location to another.
If they are going to take them away from the street, it's good, but let them have something to be doing, like handwork. If they want, at least we have technical vocational school all around. They can put them there, at least they'll be useful for themselves in their future. So
the presence of children on the streets further underscores the depth and complexity of the challenge. The government's rescue unit plays a central role, tasked with identifying, profiling, and rescuing destitute and vulnerable individuals from the streets. Once rescued, they receive rehabilitation services.
We take them off every other day, we profile them. And then those that are underage, we call the Ministry of Youth and Social Development to take them into our homes, train them, teach them skill sets to enable them earn a decent living. Those that are older, we take them and we take them to courts.
Through coordinated enforcement and social intervention, Lagos State is not only restoring order in public spaces, but also addressing the root causes of street begging, ensuring a sustainable and humane solution for all.
What we also found out is that there are some persons that are bringing them to the states for commercial purposes. And we are trying to track those persons down. It's very unfortunate that some persons are just recalcitrant. But the law is the law.
This is Lagos, a land governed by laws, and the laws will always be enforced to make the city a better place to live.
Begging affects different people in different ways. Motorists, pedestrians, traders, nearby residents. And so we've gone ahead to ask Lagosians how common it is in their communities, whether they think enforcement is working, and what they think may be a lasting solution to this pandemic. These are their views.
These beggars should actually be taken off public spaces. It's even good for their own health and for their own sake, okay? And it also helps in environmental cleanliness, because if you see some of them, and the environments in which they operate, you will see that these environments are not properly kept. What are the taxpayers' money is being used for? It is for people like this.
What you just need to keep on doing is to make sure that you get rid of them in the service areas of the cities, like here, like Ikeja, Ikoyi, the Lekki side of the city, the what's it called? Those roving areas, get them out of those places.
If government won't do well for all those people where they beg, may go find somewhere where go they see something they do. If you pack and make go drop them for anywhere, make it find something. If not farm more, if not anything, or make it find for them. So that as you pack like that, make gather and go there, make they work, make give them money, give them food. So everybody go there convenient.
And then when you look at them, there are some people they are not begging. They want to do something bad, like a criminal aspect. They want to do something that will hurt people, either to steal phone or to do the pocket picking, which if they do it will affect some people's life. If they see them on the street, they should carry them. And then it should be lawful. They should give them the punishment that they're supposed to give to them.
Ẹlòmíì ó máa wá láti ìlú bòmíì á wá sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mi báyìí á gbọ́mọ dání á wá tọrọ owó tó bá ti di alẹ́ báyìí á lọ múra dáadáa á padà lọ sílùú ẹ̀. Irú ọ̀tọ̀ ń ṣe títì tó ń wá employee kọ̀ọ̀kan yẹn àwọn ọmọ yẹn ló máa kó lọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n á ti bá wọn wálé sílẹ̀ tó bá ti ṣiṣẹ́ tán ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ báyìí wọ́n á tún wá fi mọ́tò kó wọn lọ síbẹ̀ padà. Wọ́n á lọ ṣí àkáǹtì fún yàn kọ̀ọ̀kan nu wọn wọ́n á máa sanwó ẹni àmọ̀ tó bá fẹ́ sọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n á máa sọ síbẹ̀ fún wọn. Ṣèbí torí wọ́n ráyè jáde lọ́ ṣe ń ṣe rádaràda kiri.
I feel it's a security threat to the nation and to the state. I know we can help them. The government can create a rehabilitation home for them where we can be paying them and giving them food as a charity organization. But keeping them in the streets begging, somebody can come and influence them with money and they can compromise.
As we've seen and heard, these opinions address different sides of the issue. But beyond personal experiences, there are laws that guide the usage of public spaces in Lagos State. Did you know that Lagos State laws prohibit activities that cause obstruction, nuisance, or environmental abuse in public places? Well, here are some of the key provisions. Rule number 1. Obstruction of public highways. Loitering, begging, or trading in ways that obstruct traffic or pedestrians is an offense under Lagos State laws. Rule number 2. Public nuisance. Activities that constitute environmental nuisance or threaten public safety are prohibited and attract sanctions. Rule number 3. Rescue and rehabilitation. The law empowers government agencies to rescue destitute and vulnerable persons from the streets and provide rehabilitation and support services. Rule number 4. Enforcement powers. Environmental and regulatory agencies, including the Kick Against Indiscipline Task Force, are authorized to arrest offenders and ensure compliance with existing laws. As we've seen today, enforcement is just one part of the solution. Social intervention and public cooperation is just as important. Of course, the Honorable Commissioner for the Environment has a word for Lagosians today on how you and I can play our parts in keeping our society safe and healthy for us all.
If your waste is not being carted by your PSP operator that you pay to, call out Loma, call the ministry. Loma will intervene in the interim while we get the PSP to ask them, why are you not doing this? Don't rewrite the system. Pay for your waste. And then you can start asking government the questions. But when you fail to pay for a service, like you failing to pay for your taxes, it's your saving responsibility, by the way, to pay your taxes. And that now gives you a locus, like we say in law, a legal pedestal to ask government, what are you using my taxes for? Why are the roads in my neighborhood not fixed? Why are there no power supply here? Why are we not having this? But when you fail to do yours, what moral pedestal or legal pedestal do you have to call out government to do the right thing?
As the Commissioner has reminded us, protecting our environment and maintaining urban order is everyone's responsibility. Remember, you can report any environmental concerns directly to the ministry via the dedicated WhatsApp lines and helplines displayed on your screen. Your voice is just as important. It needs to be heard. Your opinions contribute significantly to shaping a cleaner, safer, and healthier Lagos for us all. Next week, we'll take you behind the scenes as Lagos State Government converts organic waste into energy. Thank you for watching. Remember to stay safe and do your part to keep Lagos clean and healthy.
See us Lagos clean. See us Lagos green. Oh. The Ministry of Environment. Them they work it day and night. Thank you.